from the Amsterdam Tower, a warm welcome to everybody in the packaging business community worldwide to the moment we've all been looking forward to. The award ceremony of Packaging Innovation Contest, Der Gouden Noot 2024. Who will win this 32nd edition of the world's most competitive packaging innovation contest? Who will take home the unique winner's trophy with the solid gold walnut inside? Let's find out now together. Please welcome your host for this evening, Francesca Vanthielen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And a very warm welcome to you all here in the Amsterdam Tower for the 32nd edition of the Gouden Noot contest. And everybody who is watching the live stream from wherever you are, a very warm welcome to you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, do you recognize that, that feeling that sometimes time is playing tricks on you? When I drove to Amsterdam, I couldn't get my head around the fact that it's been 2 years since we last met at the same location with this amazing view on Amsterdam that nobody can ever forget. But indeed, it has been 2 years, and a lot has happened in the past 2 years. We all got some extra wrinkles. We hopefully also got a little bit wiser in the past 2 years, but within the packaging industry, a lot of exciting new things have happened, and some of these new innovations will be presented to you this evening. So for this 32nd edition of the Gouden Noot, our jury has made a very careful selection of 10 finalists, and one of these finalists will go home with the coveted award, the Gouden Noot. But to kickstart, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give the floor to the chairman of the NVC board. Please welcome Armin van Keijts on stage. Welcome. Armin, It is a very special evening for you, for all of us, because this is your last evening as chairman of the Gouden Noot contest and as chair member of the NVC as well.
That's very true. And I like what you said in the beginning, that really time is flying. It is now 6 years, 3 times, and it feels like really like yesterday. I remember standing here 2 years ago with you together, and again. So you are totally right, time is flying. So you know this contest from the very beginning, so you can highlight the why you set up with NVC this contest and what the significance is of this contest worldwide. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But first of all, I also would like to say a warm welcome to all of you, and also live. For me, it's really a pleasure to be here tonight. It's indeed my last time. And the Golden Note, or Gouden Noot, is a very special event for us, for NVC, because it reflects a very interesting competition where we show innovation in the packaging business. And now we come together with 10 finalists, a lot of people who had innovated packaging in the past years. And this is the moment now of tonight where we have the finalists together, and so we also will tell you, also people watching live, who has won, who has the best innovation. And honestly, I don't know, because it's a top secret. Nobody told me, so I'm really looking forward, together with you, who has won this competition. And it's also interesting to see what kind of innovation will have been chosen, because it's also interesting in the packaging development. You know, packaging is under threat. It's always seen as a burden, never as a solution. So what we also will find out tonight is what the jury has decided as really most innovative. I'm really looking forward, honestly, to find out. A few words to NVC. NVC is one of the biggest, I think even the biggest packaging association worldwide, with more than 500 members. We have the whole supply chain, packaging supply chain, as members, which is very unique, from the material production to the final brand owners and retailers, but also the producer of machines that produce this packaging. It's very special, and it was always for me a pleasure as a chairman of MVC to see this all coming together, so that we can discuss issues that we have also in our Puma project, that we come together and really looking for solution in the whole supply chain of packaging, which is a wonderful thing to realize that we have this association together. So for me, it was a pleasure. My chairmanship will end next month in November, but also want to mention that there is a continuation in chairmanship, so it doesn't mean the end of NVC. It means that I give over and to Kim, and Kim is sitting there. Maybe Kim, you can stand up and everybody. And so I know also Kim from day-to-day practice, because we deliver the best packaging material to company Kim is working for. But we also agreed is that the next chairman would be a woman. That's also what we want to have as a regular change within the chairmanship. And I'm very, very happy that Kim has finally said, yes, I want to do this. And so proud that you have made this choice. And so it will continue. So next 2 years, under the chairmanship of Kim, we will have the new competition. But I'm really looking forward for tonight. Who has won this wonderful Gouden Noot? So we will see in a minute.
Okay, thank you very much. Please give him a warm round of applause. Armin. You want to say anything else, or?
No, we're all looking forward, isn't it? And so I'm really proud that we have these finalists here. I'm really proud also on the jury that really I have one time I was part of the jury. I know that there's a lot of work. Also want to thank you for all the members of the jury, also for NVC members who organized this event. I know that Michael really worked for months to arrange this, and the NVC is really wonderful in organizing this every 2 years. So again, also maybe a wonderful applause for the NVC team who organized this, arranged this. So maybe applause for this team.
Absolutely.
And of course, a warm applause for René and the jury team that really came together and made this selection between a lot of interesting innovations. So thank you very much also for the jury.
Thank you.
And I think it's time to find out.
Well, thank you, Armin, and thank you so much for being such a great chairman all these years. And I'm sure that Kim will be a great chairwoman in the next couple of years. So thank you very much. So NVC is indeed, the organizer of the Gouden Noot contest, but in fact it's doing so much more, because it organizes workshops, it organizes other events, but it also dives into new technology, and it tries to find out what it could mean for the packaging industry. A hot topic at the moment, as you probably all know, is artificial intelligence. So how could AI influence the packaging industry? And NVC has been working on this topic for quite some time, and to talk a bit what they have found out till now, I'm going to invite on stage Sarah Anker. She is Manager, Packaging Materials and Processes. Please welcome on stage. Here you are. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, welcome.
So, tell us a bit more about the project that NVC has been working on regarding AI.
Yeah, so the NVC has been working with an AI data scientist called Faime Pourmohadi. She unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but we've been working on researching what Gen AI is and also how it can impact the packaging industry in the future.
Okay, so can you tell us or give us some examples of how AI or maybe generative AI could be deployed within the packaging industry? Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, so packaging is quite an important sector with many different aspects, and we actually found out that Gen AI and also artificial intelligence can impact all of these aspects of the packaging sector. So you think from the design phase and the manufacturing, but also really up until recycling and waste processing.
Yeah. I'm told that there is a report coming out. So can you highlight a few of the topics that will be in the report, and who is it for? When will it be published?
So yeah, in the report, we really delved deep into what generative AI is, and then we got into all the details, what it can mean for the packaging sector. And the report will be published the 13th of November, and it will also be presented at the Sustainable Packaging Summit Europe here in Amsterdam. And of course, all the MVC members worldwide can access this report.
And will it be online somewhere in the near future as well?
For the MVC members, yes.
Okay.
Certainly.
All right. Well, looking forward to reading that report.
Thank you.
I'm sure. So thank you very much, Sarah, and give her a warm round of applause. Thank you. Well, indeed, AI will have an impact on the packaging industry, but when we will listen in a moment to the 10 finalists, it will become very clear that the industry is ready to embrace this new technology, because this industry, they want to innovate, they want to increase the customer's experience, and they want to contribute to a better world while working on sustainable solutions. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet, finally, our 10 finalists. And we start with Ecolief by Actega. Please welcome Johannes Appeljaans on stage. Here you are, Johannes. Hi. Welcome. And congratulations with your innovation. Could you step a bit forward? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Are you?
I'm not.
You're the first one to be on stage. Okay. I can imagine it's a bit scary. All right. Tell us a bit more about your innovation.
Okay, so Ecolief basically helps to create eye-catching labels, but in a really sustainable way.
Yeah.
So we at Actega have reinvented the process of metallization completely and created an easy-to-use and truly sustainable solution for the labels industry.
Because these metallic labels were not really environmentally friendly.
Exactly. So
that's the change now. So what have you done?
So in traditional methods or techniques, technologies, you use either foils or metallic inks, which are often solvent-based. And in Ecolief, we simply use metal flakes and mix them with water. And we apply the precise amount of metal flakes required exactly at the places where they're needed to create the effect.
Yeah. And can this be used in a flexible way?
In a flexible way. So we are now in the labels industry, so it's a printing engine for label printing presses. It can be applied to any label you like that you want to embellish. And in future, we also think about something like sheet fed machines.
And could it be standardized in the future? Could this become the standard?
It would make sense. It would make sense, I would say, because yes. So the effect that you can achieve is really comparable to the current industry standard, but with a much smaller impact to the environment.
Okay.
And the technology is now at a stage where it's really robust. It's fully commercialized. It's available, and it can truly become the next standard in our industry.
Okay, well, thank you very much for telling us a bit more about your innovation. Please give him a warm round of applause. Johannes Appeljaans, thank you. The second finalist is BUNCKER Pro Line Heavy by Berlin Packaging and Studio 111. Please welcome Vincent Ubens.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Well, electrification has become indispensable to have that zero carbon future that we are heading for by 2050, hopefully. But it comes with some challenges because the lithium batteries that we're using at the moment, they can catch fire. But you have found a solution for this.
Yes. So we designed a solution for transport and storage of unsafe or safe lithium-ion batteries. So for the production of new batteries, they can also sometimes be unsafe, and they can catch fire in a place where they produce new batteries. It would be, it would create a lot of damage to the surroundings, but also to people. People can die. So in order to prevent that, and also to store unsafe batteries that are already critical, we presented BUNCKER that can also filtrate toxic smoke and gases in order to create a safe solution for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it can do a lot of damage because we remember the ship or the vessel that caught fire in July last year with 3,000 EVs on it. These kinds of disasters could have been avoided or can be avoided in the future?
Yeah, so if a battery is unstable, and this is especially designed for EV vehicles as well, it can be stored in here, and we work with a pallet-based dimension, so everybody knows how to work with it and in the whole logistics chain. So it's very convenient in a way as well. Yeah.
And how is Bunker being welcomed by the battery producers, but also other parties like the parties that do the storage or the transportation of batteries?
Yeah, they're very interested, and it's because it's still new, and there are currently guidelines, and it's not regulation yet to have something in order to store your batteries safely.
It's not an obligation.
It's not an obligation yet. So they try out, so you see orders coming in, and also some bigger amounts being ordered. But I think a lot of people are still experimenting, and then I think when it's when it's a regulation, they will make the choice.
Yeah.
And then we have a very user-friendly based solution as well in comparison to other solutions. So I think, we have a great solution to offer to people. Yeah.
So what's the plan to bring this on a wide scale on the market, to bring it on the market on a wide scale level?
Yeah, worldwide. Berlin Packaging is also worldwide, and in America they also stand with Bunker somewhere on an event. And, we try to
but it will
create awareness as well, because also in some countries they even don't know that there's a solution yet. So there's a problem, but the solution isn't there yet, and we can offer the solution. So we have to get some awareness here. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's done with
that's
this.
One way
with
to do it, right?
participating in this contest, it helps.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and you can take your seat.
Okay.
Vincent, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The next finalist is Boxo Bag by Boxo. Please welcome Okke de Jonge. Okke, I have to admit that I order online. I actually never order online because I'm very done and annoyed with single-use bags. I know they're recycled, but in practice it is like downcycling. But now you have found my solution. In the future, I will order online because, tell us.
That's great to hear that we don't do it for nothing, so that's good to hear.
Convince the others.
Yes. With Boxo, what we do, we've developed a deposit system for reusable packaging. So every order which is being shipped out currently from the e-commerce, so from web shops to consumers, after you receive your order, you throw away the packaging immediately. We thought that was really shameful and also really bad for the environment. So we designed something which we already use a lot in the Netherlands, which is a deposit scheme, like the crates of beer and the cans as you have right now. We're applying that to e-commerce. We do that for our own packaging, but we also make the system available for all the other packaging companies because our system is white label.
Okay, but how do you make sure that these reusable bags are not thrown away? Because when you go to a festival, you have those reusable cups as well. And okay, a lot of people bring them back, but a lot of people just throw them away.
Yeah, we do that by applying the same principle, so a deposit. We copy that, like I said, from the crates of beer. And from the crates of beer, we see a 97% return rate. So that's a bit different than at the festival. The festival is also a bit different because you're not at home, you're somewhere else. How do you bring it with you? All that stuff. So we really looked at the crates of beer. They have 97% return rate with a deposit of €3.90. We almost copied that for €3.95. So we're applying that to e-commerce, and we are pretty sure that they will bring back the packaging. We did a few pilots, and we are around 90, 95 right now. So a few more adjustments, and we're at the same level at the crates of beer.
And do you have any idea how many times a bag or a box can be reused? And what do you do with when it's end of life, when you can't use it anymore, and it's really time for recycling?
Yeah, good question. We designed our packaging, so the technical lifespan, we designed it for 500 times. But if you can calculate, if you can have a return rate of 79%, you're not going to achieve the 500 times. So we designed it to apply it as much as possible, use it as much as possible. Sorry, the other question.
What do you do when it's end of
when
life?
it's at the end of life? We try to make from 2 broken bags 1 new bag. So we have a repair service with a social working place. So first repair and then recycle it. It's easy to recycle because it's made of 90% PP, so polypropylene. We can separate that plastic stream. The other plastic, I forgot the name of that. That's 10%, and we can separate that plastic stream. And that way, after the repair, can still be recycled as a really good plastic stream.
Okay, but for the moment it's only on the Dutch market?
Yes,
that you're active?
and we focus specifically on the Dutch market, mainly because the Dutch e-commerce is pretty big, but also because we are used to deposits here. So it's really well known here. It works quite good here. So that's why we mainly focused on the Netherlands. We first want to build it here really good, and then we start looking further. But first the Netherlands, and that's a really big challenge alone.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for highlighting the details of this boxer bag. Thank you. And we move on to our 4th finalist, DS Smith Lift Up by DS Smith. Please welcome Remco Berghout.
Hello, good evening.
A very good evening to you. I'm looking behind your back. There we see what your invention is all about.
It's this one.
It's that one. It's the corrugated.
And that one.
And that one. That's even easier. Okay, tell us a bit more about what's so special about this corrugated top clip.
Well, there are a few things.
Can you step a little bit forward, please? Yeah.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, a few things. We try to convince the jury for 20 minutes, so I think I won't make it in 2 minutes or so, but there are a few things. First of all, it's the scale and the impact. This solution allows drink manufacturers to be future-proof for the upcoming PPWR and replace shrink wrap. It can be applied, it's already on the market. It can be applied on high-speed production lines. It reduces costs, it reduces carbon footprint with 35%. And it's a real innovation.
So it's less expensive than plastic?
The total cost is, because the processing on the machine is quite efficient. It's less energy consuming, so the total cost will be slightly lower. Yeah.
And do you have any idea how much plastic is being saved by using this corrugated clipboard?
Yes, if I remember by heart, it's 60 billion pieces of plastic a year in Europe alone, and every cardboard manufacturer wants a piece of that pie. And the fact that we can prove it's a real innovation, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
But when I look at that top clip, I wonder whether it's going to be able to carry those 6 plastic bottles.
Yes.
So what about the convenience? How much weight can it carry?
It can carry up to 12 kilos if you're really strong, but this will do. You can walk like a kilometer and carry it around, put it in the trunk, no problem at all. And the trick is in the holes, in the cuts, in the creases. It's really specific, and that is exactly the reason why all the other manufacturers actually have failed, and this is the only one live out there. So
who is going to take this on board, this top clip? Have you been speaking to the manufacturers and the producers?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, absolutely. We have. So it's the bottlers and it's the manufacturers of soft drinks, water, etc. We have one big case live in Austria since September, and actually we can deliver it throughout all the soft drinks and water and juice manufacturers throughout Europe and the Northern Americas.
Okay, well, that looks good. Well, thank you very much, and
thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Thank you. The next finalist is paper-based packaging for spreads by Flora Food Group. Please welcome Carina Cerdera. Hi, Carina.
Hello.
Okay, Carina, it's been, I'm told, a very long journey to get to a recyclable paper-based tub for spreads.
Correct.
And I know that millions of these tubs are being sold on a daily basis worldwide.
That's correct.
So it can have a big impact. So tell us a bit about that long journey.
Yeah, we have received the challenge to develop a plastic-free packaging for plant spreads, and it took us 4 years, more than 1,000 of prototypes and molds and trials, consumer tests, and we managed to get a solution that is recyclable and is food safe, it's strong enough, and the idea is to replace 2 billion tubs worldwide with this innovation.
Yeah, and can you tell us a bit more about the technicalities? So it's not only paper, because well, it has a lot of grease in the content.
That's
what's
correct.
in the tub. So how does it work now?
It was really difficult to find the correct balance of the barriers that we needed, and we wanted to have something that was natural and could be recyclable. So that was the biggest challenge we had. And to find this for our products that we go from low fat to high fat, it was also super difficult. So it was working with partners. So we had a partner in the US to make the tub, partners to label as well, because we wanted to have the same premiumness that we have with plastic, that we made it happen. So it's really a technical. People say, oh, it's an egg box, but no, it's a very special egg box. It's the same technology, but it's a lot.
But I can imagine, Karina, that a customer might have some problems when they see it looks like a paper tub, that they feel that they don't feel comfortable to buy a paper tub.
We don't have this. To be honest, it was one worry that we had. When we did the consumer test, it was one of the questions we were asking, and they were afraid that it was not sturdy enough. But at the moment you touch the packaging, you understand how strong it is, and we are having a very good acceptance from consumers.
Okay, so you've been working on this for 4 years.
4 years.
So where are you now?
We launched in Austria end of last year. We launched also in the Netherlands and in UK. We say that this is the first generation. We are working already on generation 2 and 3 because we have more challenges to overcome. So I would say we are really in the beginning of the journey.
Okay, well, I wish you good luck with the continuation of that journey. Please give her a warm round of applause, Karina Cerdera.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we move on to the 6th finalist, post-consumer high-density polyethylene 100% in contact sensitive packaging by Morsink, Hof Plastics and Beiersdorf. Okay, please welcome Lars van Zutphen. That was really a long sentence, and it refers, and I didn't even mention Nivea. So tell us a bit more about the innovation.
You did as well. So,
Thank you.
yeah, the innovation is about applying 100% recycled plastics in a very context-sensitive application, which is really a breakthrough in the packaging market.
Okay, so what makes it so new? Because I know there are some challenges with if you use recyclables in plastics, because it touches the skin. And what's the danger of using recyclates?
It's about the sensitivity. So when you have recycled plastics, then if you have this packaging, material that is in the packaging can migrate into the plastics. When you recycle it and you want to use it again, you need to really clean the plastics to make sure that it is clean enough to use it in such context-sensitive things, because it stays on the skin, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So that makes it also very close to food-grade kind of qualities.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, therefore it's very challenging to retrieve a plastic which is so pure that you can use it once again after, by closing a loop of using old bottles into new bottle application.
We show here a Nivea bottle, so this is already done. This is on the market?
Yeah, this is on the market.
So how scalable is it?
Yeah, it's fully scalable. Together with Nivea, with Beiersdorf, we have proven that you can use such kind of plastics from that you throw away at your houses. So it's really based from pre-sorted post-consumer household packaging. And this can be used into the new application. So it now is used in this bottle for Nivea, but you can also use it at other brands at the same level.
And are there already steps taken by other producers to use this new technology?
Yeah, there are also there's a lot of interest, of course, and this is really a showcase for a lot of companies and brand owners to step into this direction. Until now, there's a lot of the plastics, recycled plastics used into, for example, rinse of cosmetics that you wash off your hair, for example.
Because that has very short contact with the skin.
Indeed, you're correct. So it's less sensitive, less critical, and here you really show that it's even with almost one of the most critical parts, you can even use it. So
any idea how many people have been working on this innovation?
It's really been a partnership innovation. So on the one hand, at Beiersdorf, there has been a lot of analytics, a lot of analytic knowledge, a lot of lab work has been done over there. On our end, a lot of technical things in optimizing the recycling process, using new techniques, new innovations, getting back to the table together, bring the loop back, and then go back to your, let's say, your own operations to optimize. And it's really, as we see it, a result of partnership.
Yeah. And what has your role been in it?
I have been the business developer in this role, so I am the counterpart on Morsenkopf's side. So leading the project, bringing back the feedback to the Beiersdorf team, to the table, also back to our internal team, and also seeking ahead for new technologies that we could apply.
Well, thank you very much for this very clear information about this new innovation. Thank you very much, Lars. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. And then Ophthalmic Plus Bottle by PACKSYS, and we will get some more info about this new innovation by Francesca Vanthielen. Hi, Francesca.
Hi.
So this is about a new eye drop bottle. What's so new about it?
Exactly. So I took one with me, so you can show it to the camera maybe. So it's very similar to the original normal eyedropper solutions on the market. The only difference is the bottom here. So there's a bellow. So now with our solution, you do not press on the sides anymore. You press on this bellow, and this reduces the force of 60%. So this is our benefit, I would say, the most important one, because many older people have the problem that they don't have the finger force to squeeze the bottle and to bring one drop outside.
Yeah. I must admit something, Francesca, because we were talking about this, your new invention, with the managing director of NVC, Michael Nieuwesteeg, and I said, this is a great invention. My parents are in 82 and they really need this because it's very difficult for them to use.
Exactly.
So it's great for elderly people. And he said, no, he corrected me immediately. A lot of people have difficulties with this.
Yes, exactly. So of course, the main target group is are the older ones, because of course the finger force is not that available anymore, and it's like an easier way of handling. Like normally you have to do it like this, and now it's really you have a 90-degree angle and can easily press it. And
okay.
But also for younger people that cannot press. Now it's easier.
Can you tell us a bit about the process to get till this new innovation?
It was also 4.5 years of development, so it looks quite easy, but it's not. Like in the beginning, we tried to reduce the wall thickness, because you think if there's less material, then it's easier to press. But there are still many regulations in the pharmaceutical industry that it's not always possible to just reduce the material. And then we decided to have a moving part on the sides. We did try to make it a little bit longer, the bottle, but at some point we came to the bellow idea.
Yeah. And when do you say, okay, this is it, with this we go to the market? Because you could have gone on with inventing even better eye drop bottles.
Yeah, so this,
when do
we
you
did
decide,
many tests, and then when we had a check behind every test, and it, then it was the point when we went to different companies that produced the bottle, and then we went to many different potential customers if they are interested in this solution. And now we have a one cavity tool, and on the step that we are optimizing the processes for the production, and then we can go on and go into serial production tools.
Okay, all right. So the next steps, you still have to produce and start producing.
Yes,
new
so
bottles.
it's not on the market, and yes, we have a small tool where we bring out good parts and make a better test with them. But for the huge ophthalmic market, we need, of course, a bigger cavity.
Yeah. Well, I don't need it for the moment, but although I wear lenses, so sometimes I do need eye drops. But I will use it when in 30 years from now, I'm sure. Okay, Francesca, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. And then, finalist number 8. Yozo Next Cycle IML Decorated Salt Shakers by SFA Packaging. Please welcome Alexander Heinsdijk. Okay, here we see the Yozo salt shakers, and they are from now on easier to recycle.
Yes.
How?
That's correct. Well, this also took us a few years.
Yes,
Sorry,
right.
this also took us a few years. So we started back in 2020 by changing over a multi-material shaker into a monomaterial one. So making it from partly recyclable to fully recyclable. And recently we added a new type of IML, which is called Next Cycle IML, which goes easier off the shaker and making it easier for the recyclers to get a pure RPP afterwards. That is, the key innovation there. That means that it gives a higher value on the one hand to the recyclers. We think that's very important to pave the way to get to a circular packaging.
Yeah, you call this revolutionary. In what way is this revolutionary?
Because it makes it suitable or ready for circularity.
Yeah.
That means that after it has been recycled, it could be used. There needs to be some changes in regulation, of course, as has been done with the PET, but it could be used for, again,
because now we're looking at a salt shaker, but this can be used on any packaging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. So it means that the more people will start using the Next Cycle IML around it, the better it gets.
And does it require new infrastructure, machines, whatever?
No. For us, it was very simple to apply. So in terms of production, no issues there, and also for the customer, perfect.
And tell us a bit about the team that has been working on this.
It's a full partnership. So we are only the producer. We have Nico Basson here as well, who is the marketing manager for Yozo and really the driver behind this. And together with our partners MCC for the Next Cycle IML, and Circpack by Veolia for all the advice regarding recycling. Yeah, we made it to this innovation.
Yeah, well, next time I see you also in the supermarkets, I will think about this.
Okay, good.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, thank you very much for highlighting the main things about this new innovation. Thank you very much, Alexander. 2 more finalists to go. Number 9. The Mono PE coffee bag, inline surface printed with oxygen barrier coating, designed for smooth de-inking by Siegwerk Drukfarben. Please welcome Nathalie Müller-Samson.
Good evening.
Good evening, Nathalie. I know you are a marketing person, so you don't know all the technicalities. So I know you
some notes.
Yes, I know. But the person that was supposed to be, he couldn't make it. So thank you very much for coming over and to explain a bit more about this innovation. So tell us what we are seeing here on screen, or behind me, or over there.
Yeah. So together with the partner DigiPress, a printer a producer of printing machines, we decided to develop a recyclable packaging with the same, I would say, properties of a conventional coffee pouch. And what we did exactly, we switched from a conventional lamination in a multi-layer structure to a surface printing in a mono-layer PE structure.
Okay, so what exactly is then so special about this?
So we used 2 of our innovations. The first one is the circuit oxygen barrier, which enables, of course, it's self-explanatory. It's the barrier of oxygen barrier, so which means it preserves the beans and from taste. And also the second one is to ensure the de-inking also process for this packaging.
Okay, well, you're a marketing manager, so how are you going to bring this to the market? What are the plans on that?
At least we are ready. So we are waiting for some brand owners who see the demand of this kind of packaging. And of course, we need also the infrastructure of the recyclables. And what we see, and because I'm the last one, or almost the last one on the stage, is that we see that we need a collaboration between the whole supply chain, because I think a lot of examples which were already explained shows that we need the whole supply chain to reach, I would say, a sustainable and a recyclable packaging for the future.
Yeah, but is that something that a producer can go to the client with? Like, we are working on these innovative ideas to produce better and easier recyclable packaging? Is that something that, as a marketeer, that you say that's something that we can use as a unique selling proposition, for example?
Sure, sure. I see this, I would say, as one of our, I would say, strong and strength.
Yeah, strength. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming on stage here.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Nathalie Müller-Samson. And then last, of course, but not least, Heinz Easy Sauce Dispenser by the Kraft Heinz Company. Please welcome Ivi Galiviotti. Hi, Ivi.
Hello.
How is it to be the last one to come on stage?
Last but not least, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a good mindset. Okay, well, I think we are done with the very small single-serve packages of ketchup, because now there is a dispenser. So tell us what, or try to sell it to me.
Oh, well, we have developed the Kraft Heinz, the Heinz Easy Sauce Dispenser, definitely with the help of MPK Design here. How to sell it?
Yeah.
There's different ways.
Why should I use this? Yeah.
Well, to start with, when you dine in a restaurant, there's legislations that are already in place and more that are coming up. We discussed about PPWR. You will not be able to use sachets anymore. So then a dispenser is the solution that will answer that need. But beyond that, beyond what we already know, we know that our customers, so the quick-serving restaurants, the hotels, the gas stations, etc., needed a different solution. So they have operators cleaning those pumps. They have other issues that we have answered with this. So what did we answer then is how to easily replenish the sauce. You see the pouch that goes here in the dispenser. How can we make that fast? How can we make sure that when the operators are cleaning the system, they don't need to spend a lot of water in the kitchen with brushes and different tools? Here is a 2-minute program in the dishwasher, and all the parts in contact with sauce are cleaned.
Yeah, and how are you sure that the customer is really looking forward to using a dispenser instead of the very practical small single-serve packages?
Well, we have two customers. We have the consumer that is going to use it, and we have the customer, the QSRs and the hotels, etc. Yeah. We worked with them. We worked with them in the development, so we didn't do it in isolation. We went through continuous rounds of feedbacks with our customers, and at the same time, we put it in front of consumers to see, is it working, is it not working, is it answering the problems that they see or not? And this is how we reached to this final design.
Yeah, and when is it going to be launched on the market?
It is launched, so we are actually
where?
Already in a few places in Amsterdam. It is designed with a global scope in mind, so in principle it can use our pouches from all around the world. At the moment we are present in the UK, in the Netherlands, in Spain, and we are expanding further.
And what about the United States? A big consumer of ketchup?
100%. So the dispenser is designed with the US in mind, and we would definitely love to see it there, but I see it as the next step indeed.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best for later on when we announce the winners. Thank you very much, Ivi. Thank you. Okay, so these are the 10 finalists that made it to the last round, and in a very short while we know who, according to the jury, presented the most innovative packaging solution. And I can assure you that the jury has been very critical in their assessment, and I'd like to introduce you or present you to all the jury members. Here they are. We have Alan Dickner from IKEA, Anna Zwetsinska from Unilever, Belal Habib Siegwerk, Bert Hengeveld, Bordex Packaging, Charlotte de Vries, Kraft Heinz Company, Dennis van Buel, Pond Packaging, Erik Koops, Hein van Jaarsveld, Trivium Packaging, John Jansen van Kurtek, Jorn Veldhuis, Berlin Packaging Industrial and Flexibles NL, Jurgen Kems, Sabic Europe, Lisa van Diemeren, Brum Design, Malte Munster, Presero Deutschland, Marijn Seibers, Meilink, Nienke van der Veenmeinders, HEMA, Nora Meijerink, Chrysler, Paola Carranza, MSD Animal Health, Ronald Wiegers, Avery Dennison, Sarah de Donker, Shep, and René Wever, Linköping University. And I know this is quite an impressive list for a jury, but you know, they all have a different background, they have different opinions, but luckily there was one person to take the lead and to be in charge, and that's of course the chairman of the jury of the Gouden Noot. Please welcome René Wever. How many times have we been here on stage, René?
Well, this is the 4th time that I was chairman of the jury. This is the 3rd time I'm on stage, because we had a pandemic in between.
Yeah,
and it was
indeed.
with a green screen behind me. That was no fun.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago. Yes. Luckily, we can be here in the Amsterdam Tower. Okay, tell us a bit about the jury process.
Yeah, so we do 2 rounds. First, which was May, I think, we had 2 days with all 35, because we were already amazed by the 10 finalists, but we had 25 more that were also very good. Not as good as these 10, but also very good. So it was very challenging. Diving in, first day, and then the second day, a full day of discussion, trying to narrow that down to these 10 finalists. And then the second round, where those 10 finalists come in, and after having been in contact with some jury members in between, presenting their innovation, and then still always some positive surprises where there are some details that we didn't actually get from the first round, and say, oh, this is actually even more interesting than we already thought. And then the very, very tough challenge of then deciding who...
The deliberation.
Yes, who wins the final Gouden Noot.
Okay. During that second round, when the jury came together and was interviewing the 10 finalists, there was a TV crew. There was
there was somebody taking pictures and also filming a bit, but in a tactical manner, so that the movie doesn't give away what the final result is, but it gives a good impression of the thoroughness with which the jury deliberated.
Okay, I suggest that we have a look. Yeah, René, what about the criteria? Can you remind us a bit about what criteria that the jury is using in deciding who will win this Gouden Noot?
Yes, well, every year or every 2 years, of course, we have a different jury. Some are doing it for the second or the third time, but the composition of the jury is different, and they all have their own backgrounds. But you can also see behind us the variety of the packaging innovations that have been sent in from very small to this is a scale model to very big, and from different materials, different techniques to entire systems, and some from very new I don't even think that Boxel existed when we were here 2 years ago, or maybe just about, and others who remind us that Jozo won one of the first Gouden Notes 50, 60 years ago. Just it's all very different, and you need to navigate that. But in the end, there's just one criterion, and that is what is the most innovative in the eyes of the jury. And that gives a lot of debate, because everybody has their own background and their own favorites. But it's that one criterion that we keep in mind, and that helps in clarifying in the end, yes, this is the one we're in agreement on.
René, we can't leave our 10 finalists any longer in suspense.
No?
I'm sure that they're dying to know whether they go home with the much coveted Gouden Noot award, of maybe the bronze or the silver, because we've got 3 awards to hand out this evening. And I leave it up to you to announce the
Yes, now
winners.
We start with the bronze. These awards were already in the room when they were presenting to make them additionally nervous. Now I have to pick the right one.
Start with the bronze.
Yes, the bronze one, yes. So, as I said, we had this huge variety from very old companies to very new companies, from very small to very big, from processors to very physical to, in all ways, very different. And the bronze goes to one of the packaging innovations that is on one of these extremes from the field. But I'm not saying too much, because then this prize is broken. So the carousel will spin, and it will stop at the winner of the bronze award. The bronzen note goes to
Congratulations! BUNCKER Pro Line Heavy by Berlin Packaging and Studio 111.
Camera. Nou mag je.
Congratulations! Congratulations with the bronzen note. You can take a seat so we can continue with the winner of the silver note.
Yeah, all right, thank you. The Silver Award is an example where, even though the first submission was already impressive, then we had the presentation and some details came up and say, but this is really innovative and special and well thought through. So I would say the winner of the silver really grabbed the silver by giving a convincing presentation on the second round of our jury deliberations. The zilveren note goes to
D.S. Smith, lift up by D.S. Smith.
Thank you.
Very convincing presentation. Congratulations, congratulations. I feel that you want to say a few words, but I'm going to invite you back on stage because I saw that you wanted to say something, but first, you want to thank a few people, but go ahead.
Definitely. First of all, I think this is the first innovation in a long time, from what I understood from the chairman. It's not a burden, but it's actually a solution to the entire industry. But on behalf of myself, I'd like to thank the jury, of course, all of the designers within DS Smith. We've got a great audience, and they really are the engine in our company, driving sustainability, driving our circularity thoughts. But most of all, I'd like to say thank you to Lydia Butler. I'm sure you're watching. Thank you to Nathalie. Speedy recovery, speak soon. And my colleague Remco, of course, who did lots of the heavy lifting.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we move on.
Yeah.
I saw you looking like, oh, we're not allowed to say something, but indeed, take your time.
Yes.
Take your time. And if you are watching that camera, when people are watching the live stream and you want to thank them, you look straight in their eyes. That's that camera. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of glad that, considering packaging, you wouldn't necessarily think a big metal box would generally be something you'd see out winning awards. And yeah, kind of thankful for the team, for the partnership of the multiple companies that actually worked on this, that we have actually achieved something that we can genuinely be proud of and that we hope can make a big difference in the world. And we'll hope that in the next few years, you're going to be seeing bunkers everywhere.
Okay, hopefully. All right, thank you very much. Please give them one round of applause. Take your seat. Good. Still 8 finalists are in the running for the Gouden Noot Award.
Shall we have a break? No, here is the Gouden Noot, which is solid gold, as Michael likes to remind people. And I would like to remark that we have this beautiful diversity of these applicants, because whoever of the 8 wins this, the combination of the 3 winners will be diverse with this very big bunker and this multi-pack, and all others are single packs or dispensers, so there would be a supplement to that. And this is not something that we strive for every year afterwards. Every time we have selected the 10 finalists, to say, I am happy to note that actually we have this variety again, and also after we have done the second round and we have
taking your time,
yes,
René.
I am. with the gold, silver and bronze, again, in creating a lot of new diversity and convincing companies to submit for the round 2 years from now, convincing they can win if they have great innovation. This year's Gouden Noot, the 2024 Gouden Noot, goes to...
Wow! Ophthalmic glass bottle by PACKSYS. Francesca. Congratulations, Francesca Vanthielen.
Your grandmother should join.
And of course, your colleague is allowed to come on stage as well, join us here. Congratulations. Here you are. Maybe you can take the award.
Wow, what an honor. Thank you.
Absolutely. The floor is yours, Francesca.
Yeah. Nice. That's my grandma. I invited her because I spoke about her in my presentation, and I thought it might be a good idea to bring her, because then everyone knows that I didn't invent something. So
congratulations with your granddaughter.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I'm very happy. Yeah, I cannot believe. Yesterday I came home from my holiday, and in the plane my dad was like, it would be so nice if we win. And I was like, pressure's on. And he was like, you know what, this Gouden Noot Award is the most authentic packaging award, and he's amused because like the jury is like, they have special knowledge, and it would be so nice. And now I can say
it's an expert jury.
You won.
Is he watching your dad?
Hi.
Yeah, well,
to Germany.
Yeah, now you know. Oh, he's laughing now.
Yeah. So
I guess he's very proud watching you.
Hopefully, and I hope we can really help many people. Because I'm sure every one of you and everyone who's watching have used eye drops once a time in their life, and it's really hard to take it. And now, hopefully, it's way easier.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get a development done in a pharmaceutical industry where changes are very hard, and you have to make an innovation that has less changes as possible. Because then you don't have to change the registration, and then you can really enter the market. And I think we are on a very good way and have already customers behind. So you will see this product hopefully in 2026, because it takes time for the tools to be developed. But then,
you have changed the world a little bit, so
yes.
That's very nice. Well, thank you very much. Please give them a round of applause, really big as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can take your seat. Okay, right. What a relief. This brings us to the end of this 32nd edition of the Gouden Noot. As Francesca already mentioned, the most important innovation award in the packaging sector. And of course, you will raise a glass to the winner, and I hope you do too, whoever who is watching this live stream from wherever you are. I'd like to remind you about what René was saying in the beginning, that of course this is a much coveted award, this Gouden Noot, but it's not only about winning, it's also about collaboration, and it is about inspiring others. And if you, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's watching this live stream, if you are working on a new innovation that might be ready in 2 years' time, in 2026, you're invited to register. The registration is open from tomorrow onwards to participate in the next edition, the 33rd edition of the Gouden Noot contest. You find all information about how to register on thegoudennoot.com. And I have to remind you that you do not have to wait too long, because the registration closes as soon as we have 40 participants. All right, well, hopefully we meet again next year, and you might be here on stage with us as one of the 10 finalists. So everyone who is watching, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Everyone here in the Amsterdam Tower, I invite you to have a drink and relax. Now, all the finalists and also the winners. I have to thank all the 10 finalists, by the way, not only the ones who have won this evening, but all the others. Thank you for these very nice and very useful innovations in the packaging industry. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye.